I'm a little flustered. We recorded this episode and it turns out that my file got corrupted, so we're going to have to do it again, which is a bit of a bummer. And, well, I'll go into that a little bit later in the episode. I wanted to just get started and tell you that we have a larger than usual pickups episode for you today. I've been sort of compiling the stuff here that I've found in hopes to make this episode just a little bit longer than normal. So I hope that's okay. I appreciate you tuning in. But before we get into that, I wanted to direct your attention over to the voting vice, where we have the battle of the unchosen games from previous episodes. So it's going to be between Star Force for the NES or Streets of Rage 2 for the Sega Genesis. Feel free to cast your vote and let me know what you'd like to see on an upcoming episode. Let's get right into what I found. I got a stack of movies here that I found at Goodwill. I've never had any luck whatsoever with video games at Goodwill. It's always movies. Movies are nothing. Anyway, so let's see what we have. Christmas with the Simpsons. I got this like a month ago. I don't know what I was thinking getting this particular movie. I think it's because I have the other Simpsons movie. And you know, Halloween's here just about, I don't know what I'm talking about. Halloween's a month away. Christmas is right on the heels of that. Before you know it, that'll probably come in handy around the holidays. District 9, love the movie. What did we think, that we were going to get a sequel with this? Isn't that what everybody says? No sequel yet, unfortunately. Cloverfield. I absolutely love this movie. It's in the style. It's got that like found footage type of style, but it's like in a tasteful way. Okay, it's not like that hot heaping pile of trash, the Blair Witch Project. This is done very well. If you have motion sickness, you should probably avoid it. But otherwise, excellent movie. It's filmed from the perspective of like somebody's camcorder. That's what they make it seem like. But very smooth, very nice. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, a must for any collection. I don't know why I didn't have it yet. Classic, obviously. And this caught my eye. Superman Doomsday? Yes, Superman Doomsday. And it's got this kind of neat, not holographic, but you know, one of these. One of those types of sleeves. All right, moving on. What should we cover next? I got a couple of video games in the box. These are from Facebook Marketplace. The first of which is Namco Museum 64. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the manual, but it's very cheap. It was like $10. So we'll be on the lookout for a manual for this to complete it. I'm starting to sort of get a little mini collection for these Namco Museum type collections, which I'm really into. I got like the same game, it seems like, for a few systems, a couple of handhelds. And it's a good port. I played it a little bit. It's interesting. The box itself, not in the best shape. There's some dents and dings here and there, but overall happy to get that. Anything you could find in the box, which leads me to our next one, and that is Excitebike. Complete with the exception of the styrofoam inside, which is nice. We already had the cartridge of this, but now we have a duplicate and the box and all the trimmings in there. So what's the story with this? Found this once again on Facebook Marketplace, listed very much less than what it should have been listed for, of course. I inquired about it. I even offered less. I know, but that's just what I do. I'm sorry. To me, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, Facebook Marketplace is like a digital garage sale. So that's just what we do. Anyway, she accepted the offer. I go there to pick it up, and I happen to ask her if she had any other video games. And sure enough, she's like, you know what? I do have, I forgot what she said. This was a month ago, maybe more. I got like between 10 and 15 Nintendo games. And I tried to keep from drooling or pressuring her or anything like this. I really wanted to see all this stuff right then and there. So I said, would you have any interest, do you think, in selling any of your other games? And she said yes. She wasn't ready right then and there. but she said that, you know, she's going to take some photographs of what she has and she'll contact me. I give her my phone number. She was going to text me or send me a Facebook message. And a few days later, she sends me a picture of the stack of games in the box. Nothing earth-shattering, you know, we're not talking, you know, she didn't have a little Samsung or anything like this, but she did have Contra, you know, the Zelda games, the Mario games, and 6 or 7 other games. So I asked her, you know, what she's looking to get for the whole lot. I obviously wanted to buy the whole lot. And in the few days that transpired, it turns out she had done a little bit of research, okay, to her credit. She goes, I was very surprised to find out that these are quite a bit more valuable than I originally thought. So I'm like thinking, oh, here we go. So anyway, I shot her like a Hail Mary offer, okay, and I just heard crickets. Decent offer, by the way. We're not talking scumbag, lowball offer. A decent offer, okay, on the lot. Bullshit. Anyway, didn't hear anything. And in the days ahead of that, I looked and I noticed she started to post them individually on her Facebook, you know, marketplace site, with like eBay prices. And they're still there, sitting there, rotting on Facebook Marketplace to this day. So I'm done, you know. That's how it goes. Oh, and then, you know, she's starting to list them, you know, saying things like, this is a 5-screw cartridge, this is a gold cartridge, this, that, and the other thing. And, yeah, now she's like a curator expert. So, yeah, good for her. Okay, I'm not too bitter about that. Let's move on to some more Facebook Marketplace. I have to say, the places that I look online generally for stuff are Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, and Nextdoor. And by far, I've had the most success with Facebook Marketplace. And so let's go into more Facebook Marketplace stuff. Another Sega Genesis lot. I just realized that I didn't put the console up here. So one moment. All right, we got ourselves situated again. Another Sega Genesis lot, as I mentioned. This is like our third Sega Genesis lot we found on Facebook within the last couple of months, I think. We'll start it off with the Sega Genesis Model 2 console. First off, I should say, they posted it for like, you know, too much. Decent price, but too much. I always ask, does it work? Do you know if it works, etc.? They never know if it works. It's usually been so long since they played it. So anyway, that's like automatically knocks some money off of it. I always start by doing that. And so we got all of this at a decent price, okay? I brought everything home, cleaned it up, and everything works flawlessly. So that's good news. Got the console, came with a controller, the hookups, and some games, which are Shaq Fu, Sonic Classics. This one came with the manual. So the Sonic Classics, I wasn't aware of this. It includes Sonic the Hedgehog 1, 2, and Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. Game I never heard of. I'm not terribly familiar with the Sega Genesis, as you're well aware, but it came with the manual. That's cool. Never seen the multi-cartridge before. Double Dribble, the Playoff Edition. Joe Montana Football. And Altered Beast with a tear on the label there. What are you going to do? I feel like I got a good deal on this. They were up here. I offered down here. We met exactly in the middle. So everybody's happy. All right. Now the last bit of stuff we have here, let me move it on over. This is where we get to the stuff that we got at my local game shop, Gamesters Bay, Evanston, Illinois. Mentioned them many times before. Highly recommend popping in there. Very nice owner. I'm going to show you a couple of Game Boy Advance games that I got. Super Hornet FA18F. That's a mouthful. That's almost like it's almost like a Top Gun type game so far as I can tell. BattleBots. Then the other game is BattleBots. Design and destroy. So you can design your own BattleBot. And This was a total nostalgia trip for me. In the 90s, BattleBots was huge. I think it was on Comedy Central, if I'm not mistaken. And there's like all the BattleBots from the original show in there. There's like 30 robots in this game. All very, instantly brought me back. The names are all familiar. That was surprisingly a lot of fun. So now this is the bummer of the episode, okay? I mentioned that I had to re-record this. I already opened this nice package from Joshua Moore. I'm going to leave a link to his channel in the description below. Everything's rattling around in there now. Unfortunately, this loses a little bit of the authenticity because I already opened this package, but I wanted to kind of open it again for you. I know, it's not quite the same, is it? But that's the best I can do. I wanted to mention that I did get a couple other things at my local game shop that are destined for Joshua Moore, okay? We traded him that stuff for the stuff that's in this box. So I don't want to spoil what else I got from the game store because you'll probably see that in a later episode from Josh, okay? I hope I said that all correctly. I hope that makes sense. I haphazardly, put one thing of tape over this again, and now I'm opening it up. I know that was unnecessary, but I'm doing it anyway. So we're going to take out all the contents. This was a great package, and in true Josh Moore fashion, there was a surprise in here, which is great. Box is going to go that way as usual. First thing he sent me was Frogger for the Sega Genesis, which will be great. I can add more games to the Sega Genesis collection. We're really trying to bolster up the Sega Genesis shelf there. That's great. And next, very exciting, this is the thing I really, really was looking forward to. It's the Star Fox 64 manual, which is really exciting because I get to complete my Star Fox 64, boxed copy here. I still have every bit of, Nintendo 64 stuff I have on the shelf over there is from my childhood. Everything's got a box. Most things have a manual, but some don't. I don't know where some of these manuals went, so I'm trying to, obtain all of them again. So that's great. Thank you very much, Josh. And then the surprise in the box here was Mickey's Dangerous Chase for the Game Boy. And at first I thought, I'm interested in that, but don't send me that. Send me Frogger instead. He ended up sending me both. So we all know Josh is very generous. Thank you so much, Josh. And I look forward to seeing your video in the future. If you do decide to post one, that would be really cool. I think that's going to do it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed, and we will see you soon. Take care, everybody.